Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money on a, what's today, Wednesday? WINS Day, the 11th of January. Welcome on into the show. Little after 11. I apologize for that. I had the little Hawks people here. They're doing my little spray outside the house. And then I was on hold. I'm trying to figure out with my Caesar's credit card. So there's 7 charges on there. Came up the other day. I'm like, what the heck is this? No, I check my credit card, and this is the one I use for, like, I go to supermarket all the time, you know. And I'm like, what the heck is this on here? What is Live Me America? And there's 7 charges for $49.99, all from January 4th. So I called and complained. Like, listen, I don't know what the hell this is. Try to find that line. Maybe someone in the chat could help. We'll talk about it. Find out what it is. I do not know what it is. But it's like $400. Not paying that. Not happening. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Let's go. Win a free pick. YouTube, Facebook page, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. If you're on the Twitter universe, free picks are twittering over there. In the chat, you will see the Midday Money link to our podcast all over the place. We're on Stitcher. You can go check it out on Stitcher. Why wouldn't you go to Stitcher? I have no idea what Stitcher is. And of course, it's on the Spotify channels there. You can go enjoy it on Spotify. iHeartRadio. Let's go. I mean, iHeart's excellent. You just go listen, and it just plays forever, which is wonderful for me. You go start on one day. You start on today, and you work your way back all the way. Play it all through the night, like the 12 Days of Christmas or 30 Days a Night. Wasn't that a movie? Anyway. So, you know what? I didn't even put the free picks in the room. Free picks are free picking. They're all over the place. Let's get to it. Let's get to it here. So we'll recap from yesterday. 2-2 in the video. I go 3-2. This is college hoops, by the way. I just start out as if you should know already. 2-2 in the video. 94-75 plus 815 in the video. Premiums go 3-6, and of course, games I thought about playing, we didn't play. And I did this the other day. There are kind of games on the board, kind of working into, do I want to play them? Do I don't want to play them? I think they went 11-13 on a Saturday. Close to the cuff games go 4-4. But then, man, yesterday, boy, Carolina, Georgia Tech, Tulsa, Michigan State, Illinois, Chicago, right? That line went to 11 with Drake Y, Northern Iowa, Georgetown. Tough one. And the chat, everybody loved Ball State, Ohio outright. Got it done there. What am I going to do? We are still 22 games over 500, 249, 227 on the season. But whatever. We have a losing day. I know we don't like having losing days. I know people do all types of shows and stuff, never have losing days. Well, I have a losing day. What am I going to do? And real fast for college hoops. So I started out really good college basketball. We were 127-96. We go 80-93 in December. 13 games under. It happens. We had no NBA yesterday. So we're 22-23 in the video with that. No hockey, 15-24, minus 130 in a video. Although I did bet Nashville today, plus 175. I don't know. And college football, we end the season 65-42 in a video, plus 2205. Season, though, 51% losing college football season for me. That's it. What are we going to do? NFL, 51-49 in a video. We do have 2 NFL picks for the weekend here. We do. We'll get to those in a minute. On the season, It's a monster season. What are we going to talk about? I mean, come on, 60-some%. And I broke down the season for NFL. Like September, 30 and 17, 64%. October 5th to November 1st, basically all of October. 33 and 14, 70%. November 2nd to the 30th, 25 and 15, 63%. December 1st till January 9th, the last games here, last week, season, whatever. 35 and 23, 60%. So I guess we had a rough December, going 60%. Totals 34 and 14, 71%. 64% on the year. I don't know. Not a bad run. But you won't get that rundown with NBA. We'll say, hey, NBA's 13 and 14 for the season. We'll probably be 20 and 17 by the time playoffs run around. But let's get to today. Today's basically college basketball. We'll get to today right now. So we have Vermont at a pick'em, Bama +1, Pitt 9, Creighton 2.5, Marquette 2.5. I think Pitt's 8.5 now. I apologize. I didn't switch it right before the show. Alabama game. We could say, hey, you want to take Arkansas? I'm not going to hate you take Arkansas. Bama's, and I did this with Ross and Jesse Shule today. I was like, this Bama team, you crushed Kentucky, who we had Bama over Kentucky anyway. They beat Houston. This team, maybe I'm bent with my heart a little bit. This team looks really good. Right? It just looks really, really good right now. Bama, Houston, Texas for me, even a little. I know I got Marquette here, but even UConn looks like a tough squad this season for the NCAAs. But Vermont, Alabama, Pitt, Creighton, Marquette for our college hoops. And looking ahead to the weekend, Chargers -1, Mini -3 here. And if you want, if you're looking for like my premium NFL, you want everything that I got, my best bet, my sure shot, and the rest of my NFL for the weekend. Well, there you go. The link's in there. Use promo code NFL, cost you $31 for 7 days. Why not get it today? You'll get how many college hoops say? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 college hoops, NBA, a hockey, an NFL playoff weekend. Why wouldn't you want to spend $31? You're gonna spend $31 in the next 2 days getting coffee and a bagel or a breakfast sandwich. You're gonna pee it away. Spend it on me, folks. Look, I'm trying to get some hair care products. All right, I'm gonna grow the hair in. All right, Miz, first one in the chat today. Duke, that's a loser. Cal Irvine over Fullerton at a 9. All right, you want to do anteaters? I'm annoyed with the ants. I had to go outside. I had my little red ant, fire ant mound. So I'm going to say I want to take them, but I'm just mad at the ants. So we'll say no to that. Marquette, yes, already bet it. UMass over the total here. I got to find it on my sheet. I guess we'll come back to it because I can't. There we go. UMass 144.5. It's gone up, huh? All right. So you're going to follow the move there. Okay, sure. We could do that versus LaSalle. The Explorers. Anybody remember the L Train? Lionel Simmons and the Cal Irvine over. So you like Irvine and the over in that matchup against Fullerton. What is that at? 135? It was 136. I'm going to say, actually, I have this at 135.5. So I'm going to say under here. So go under. I like the under myself. Marcos in house hit the like button for you and my guy, Tim. I appreciate it. I know Tim appreciates it. He comes in. He's like, man, I hope Marcos comes in and hits the like button for us today. Tate the Greats in the house. Good morning. T-Money, best bets. I missed the beginning. Someone stole your credit card. Yeah, there was like a fraudulent charge, and I don't really use it. It's not like I have one credit card saved on my desktop here, right? It's one card I have saved on here, and that would be my MGM card. So I use the MGM online and that's more for if I order like Domino's Pizza or something. We order whatever. But the card that they put the charge on, and again, it was for whatever it's called, Live America or something. 7 charges for $49.99, all the same day, January 4th. So I don't get it. It's not a card I use. I mean, I use it, I guess, when I get gas at Walmart or whatever, and I haven't been to Costco in a couple months. It's just been used at the HEB and Kroger's. So I don't know. But again, $49.99. That's I don't know what it is. $749.99 charges. Ted's great. NCA&T. Yes, I like it. I bet it. Duquesne, the Dukes of Duquesne against St. Joe's. Is that line still 2.5? I think they should cover the 2.5. Did not bet it. A little High Point. Where's High Point at? I got to find it. Eventually I will. But for now, I'm going to have to say I don't know where they're playing because I don't have it in front of me. Or I have it somewhere. I just can't scan that fast. I'm sure I'm looking right over it. Here we go. Who they got? Charleston Southern? I kind of like Charleston Southern a little bit there. Towson. Well, you know that's our little group there, the Tigers of Towson. But I don't know. If I'm laying 3 here against the Blue Hens of Delaware, we might have to go a little Delaware. And Xavier, not the professor. No Javier. Javier. Instead of Zombie by Cranberries, you could sing it like Javier, 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 air, Javier. Get it, Zombie, Javier. Anyway. Sorry, folks. Xavier over Creighton. Nope. Give me some Blue Jays. And we'll talk Toronto Blue Jays in a second. No, we're not going to talk about Toronto Blue Jays in a second. But give me Toronto there, Tate. Wesley's in the house. Good afternoon. Marco's coming in. South Carolina 20-point dog beat Kentucky straight up. Minus 3,500 face. Couldn't even win the game. Shaking my head. Is the worst. I tell you, college hoops the worst. And yes, Higgs, I did throw Kentucky. Did you have Kentucky? Why? I mean, we said in the chat here, why are we laying with Kentucky? I said South Carolina. I said it in the chat. How are you laying 20 with Kentucky? Oh, Marcos. In a parlay. Terrible. Kentucky in a parlay. Huh. Yeah, what a mistake. You think so? Antoine, good afternoon to you, my friend. Welcome. Reynolds coming in with the Cuse +3. Where is Syracuse? Who you got? Virginia Tech? This was 1.5. Now it's a 3. I don't know, Reynolds. That would be a no play for me there. No, it's Hokies or nothing, I think, at that line move. T-Money's coming. What a night. I only hit Lonzo Ball double-double. UNC over crumbled. First few minutes, of course, the Suns win, and I pass on them. Clippers actually played like they sort of care for once. Yeah, the Suns. I actually like the Nuggets tonight, laying 13. Suns, huge win last night. I mean, Denver.
I mean, welcome to the NBA. The Suns had their top 3 scorers out, and they scored over 100. And they scored 125 last night.
Yes, they did.
All 3 of their top scorers out. Welcome to the NBA. And then all the Heat players went out. The line dropped from a -8. You could have gotten their money line around -120 for the Heat, and they went outright. So there you go.
I'm gonna call you in for some NBA in a second, Tim. But let me I just got to rub it into the T Money here for his LSU easy winner over the Gators and the NC over. He mentioned. I said, well, we had the Gators in the chat, and he said over. I said, I'll take the under. Never in doubt. And I had North Carolina yesterday. Yeah, great, wonderful. There. Where's the bad beat refund when the leading scorer goes out a minute into the game? Right? Do you get? No, we're betting, folks. We're betting games. That's what happens when you bet games. Guys get hurt. For Carolina, what's that name? Backett went out. Isn't he average? Isn't he?
Oh, not. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. It's the center guy, right?
Yeah, I think he went out like 2 minutes into the game.
Baycott. Armando Baycott.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right.
He averages.
I had no clue that happened. I don't watch the games. He
played for a minute and 5 seconds, so you lose 17. Well, I saw that. I got that in the message. Like, man, Carolina bad beat. Their, leading scorer goes out a minute into the game.
Oh, I had no clue that happened. They were winning for a chunk of the game. All of a sudden, I refresh and see they lost by 7. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
Okay,
I mean, listen,
then.
they still played good. They just collapsed down a stretch. What are you going to do? I mean,
Yeah, you don't have your big. I guess you don't have your big gun. You that's
it
tough on
just
the
changes. You
changes
play
a
part
lot.
of the game with them. Somebody fouls out against hurt midway. Now your bench is already depleted. So the guy you're counting on to
Correct.
come in and make minutes, now he's playing big minutes, and everybody else moves up. So
Yeah, it's tough to lose your big guy. That's fair.
I don't think next game, I think they'll be prepared for that kind of thing. But it is what it is. Tim, why don't you come back and do a little NBA for today?
Sounds good.
For NBA. Why not?
So when you were doing your little when you're doing your recap, I figured, you know what? Let me go look at my numbers for the NBA because you were mentioning how you're 60% in this, doing well in this. So
Nice.
20 start of the year 2023, 23-13, up 936, 63.8%. 2022, 167 and 153, up 14.62, 52.2%. Over the entire year, 190, 163, up 23.98, up which is 53%. 53.8%. So not too shabby of an NBA season. I figured you always throw out your numbers. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me go figure out what my numbers are for this year.
You're doing good in NBA. Say you're doing good.
Yeah. It's been good for me.
As we're wrapping up seasons, you got to kind of recap. Listen, I had a losing college football.
Yeah, me too.
I lost. What am I going to do? I had a bad bowl. The Bulls killed me. I went 12 and 15 in bowl games. And last year I was 16 and 8.
I think bowl games actually helped us a little bit, but we were already down big. But
they hurt me. I was all my numbers. I had good early numbers. Didn't make a difference. That transfer. But next year I can't do early bowl games. I can't.
Nope.
All the short of the playoff games. Those first ones I will probably hit some unders on. Those I don't want to say they're meaningless, but they're. I will definitely blindly bet 25 bowl unders right out of the gate next year. And
that's fair.
Your more marquee ones. Your New Year's Day, like those things I'll hold off on.
I wasn't really much worried about the portal. It's the teams that lost their coaches. Those are the teams that got hit the hardest.
Yes. At one point they were 4-11 against the spread.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think they finished like pretty bad. So,
but if you're a portal guy and your quarterback leaves, like, that Wake Forest, North Carolina, you think these guys could be leaving, and the line moves all of a sudden. I had somebody at like a 3 and went to 7 and went to 10 and went back down to 2. The guy, I'm leaving. Oh, then he comes back. I'm practicing 2 days before the bowl game. I'm going to play. Like, what? I mean,
some of them make no sense. It happens.
What do you got for NBA tonight on the slate? Again, I sort of like Denver minus the 13 off that.
I got my Denver on. I'm a Denver person. I can't lay 12.5. I think the most I'll lay is 7. And that's got to be in a really good spot. I don't like to lay double digits in the NBA.
Yeah, no,
it's just not something I do. And it's hard for me to lay double digits in the NFL too. But I will say, best bet last night was the over in the Cleveland game, and for the second night in a row, my best bet hit with under a half a second to go.
Never in doubt.
Never in doubt. Thank you, Donovan Mitchell. Well, it went from a push to it. Whatever. Best bets in the Milwaukee Atlanta game, but I'm on the Pacers again because I believe Nick pulled it up. They're 18 and 11 against the spread as a dog this year, and I'm just going to keep riding them. They've covered in 8 out of their last 10.
Yeah,
they're a strong team. I'm going to go after Indiana. I think for the rest of the year, I'm going to blindly bet over in San Antonio or the team total for their opponent over the total. San Antonio has got the worst defense in the NBA, averaging 120.6 points a game.
It opened at like 240 yesterday.
I got it at 238.5. You just gotta fade the offense on.
That's the thing with Spurs. Defense. Like they're going to give up 125. So the team total, the other team, it's like what you need the Spurs to help out a bit. You can't have 135 every night from the opposing team to get you these over 235s, 238s.
But the thing is, we look at what San Antonio last 10 games have gone over 9 out of the 10 of them. The one that didn't go over was a 230. So it's not like it was off by a lot. You see what San Antonio has been giving up: 121, 121, 109 against Detroit. Detroit's garbage. 117, 139, 126, 115 against the Knicks, 130, 122, 133. They're allowing a lot of points a game. And this Memphis team is, I believe, they're number 8 in scoring this year, but they're a over team as well. This game's going to skyrocket over the total. And then I'll take an under in the Denver game. Because I Phoenix went off for 125 points. I had the under in that game. It lost, whatever. Phoenix is not doing that again.
No, back-to-back spot in Denver.
Back-to-back spot in Denver, which is probably the toughest spot to have a back-to-back. Maybe them and Utah is the two toughest places to play back-to-back. I don't see them going and scoring 125 again. I see that one as a like a 115, 105 type of game. And I know somebody in the chat earlier said, who was it? Wesley said Nikola Jokic triple-double from me. I'm going to say no. And the only reason why I'm going to say no.
Because he's going to play 3 quarters.
Because he's not going to play enough to get it.
Yeah.
I think this game could be realistically 60 to 33 at halftime. Like, I think that this game tanks way under the total and Denver just blows them out. But I like the under in that one. So Pacers over in San Antonio, under in Denver. Those are the 3 plays that are that. And I have my best bet on the Milwaukee Atlanta game. I've hit 7 in a row on the site.
Go get them. The records don't lie. We put the records out for a reason, folks. They're on the sites. You see them. No hiding from them. I say it. When I do like the free pick, I went for picks. I'm like, win or lose, always the truth, man. No hiding from them. It's on the site. It's that we can't go in and change things. It gives ourselves wins, and it doesn't work that way.
Nope. Doesn't work that way.
I think they're in like Sweden or somewhere. I don't know who runs our thing. I don't know.
I don't know either, but yeah, I can't fake it.
James is in the house. Robert Tomahawk. How about those YouTube cappers at 7? Really? YouTube, Instagram, Twitter guys. I mean, newer folks, if you're listening on a new podcast and you've sat around for 22 minutes and listened, I'm a guy you're going to get win, lose. I tell you, we win, we lose. I lose games. I had to lose in college football season. I know people don't come out. A capper guy who sells picks. Oh, my goodness. We win all the time. I say this all the time. I think somebody brought up like, betting wise, making money through the course of the year. I can have a losing college football season and still make money because even at a 51%, I think I was like 51.3% overall. The sites, you can't change betting amounts. Like NFL, you're having a huge year. Obviously, I'm up a lot of money just NFL alone, Major League Baseball. Like when you're betting, see what's working well for you. I mean, I'm not betting the same on NBA and hockey that I do on NFL or even baseball for that matter. Even college football, even with a losing year. I mean, I bet more on that because there's less games, obviously, stuff like that. But to come in and say this, like I can't. I'm not saying you to Rob, but bringing it up, like I see this on Twitter. I get it when it comes up on Reels and whatever on these channels. It's like what. I feel bad that people actually watch it. My son, and I don't want to talk about a certain guy who goes to the lab all the time, might be in Dallas. And he's like, when are you gonna do your Higgs stock at it and start a battle with him? I'm like, I'm not doing that, Dad. I said that's not what I do. That's not right. Although I would take a ride up to Dallas one day and see him. Maybe go to lunch or something. Get a picture with the legend. Wesley's riding DeVille, little Jacksonville, huh? I don't know. As much as I hate the Chargers coaching staff, I mean, I want to do Chargers by touchdown for some plus money here. The Charger talent, I mean, they got a really good team. Nathan, like Bama -1. I like Bama too. I got Bama today. I bet them. And I always say, like, for this game, and who's another one like this? The Marquette game's kind of close like this. If you're going to take Bama, you got to kind of take UConn. If you're going to take Marquette, you take the home team in these kind of 1-2 situations. I think Xavier's another spot in this. It's tough just picking your spots. But Bama, to me, is a top 5 team, a championship caliber team. And I'm betting a little bit with my heart. I said that today with Jesse and Ross, but give me Alabama here. T-Money, tell me if I'm crazy about the Niners. McCaffrey TD plus 105 with a Kittle Niner combo plus 185. Well, I mean, they're going to run the ball because you have basically, okay, he's not a rookie, but for all intents and purposes, Purdy is a rookie quarterback. It's a playoff game. They're going to want to run the ball. That's what this team does. Kittle's has caught, 7 touchdown passes from this guy already? Like, he is his security blanket. Why? Why wouldn't you take that? The Niner line came down, too. Nathan in house, BC plus 10.5 against Miami. This line's come down. This was Miami 12. I kind of like the Hurricanes here. And not because I got a clean banner behind me. All right, where are we at here? Well, we got a lot of my link for your $31 a week pass. Markel, cash on the Gamecocks in St. John's yesterday. 2 nice doggies. Well, actually, St. John's wasn't a dog. They were a small fave. I was worried about St. John's because as great as the game they played before that, and to lose, I didn't know where their heart would be. Take the grape. Grab Higgs picks and get him some Cane's chicken. Yes, I need $31 for I can get some Raising Cane's. I get that Cane's tailgate pack. The 25 piece is like $49 now or something ridiculous. Although my son makes his own cane sauce. I don't know how he does it. Markel, lane 8 with Wake Forest. Lines moved half a point. Wakey, eggs and bakey. Who's the Demon Deacons have here? Where's Wake against Florida State? You know I'm a Seminole guy. We said Seminoles. Let me go back and find from college hoops. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Will Hill odds. Take Florida State to win the ACC at plus 850. You know I like Florida State. Oh boy. Where are we at here? Yeah, haircare. I need hair care products, State. I'm growing them in. Although I was called bald today by Ross. I'm like, Ross, I shave my head. I shave it. It's not bald. I shave my head. Rob says, Creighton fan here. Right after I tell folks to keep an eye on them, they dropped 6 in a row. Yeah, but you know what? They're still a good, talented bunch, man. They're young. They're still kind of feeling themselves. This is a dangerous team. Dangerous team, man. They're good. Nathan, give me Indiana State. The Sycamores minus 1.5. Who's Indiana State got today? Where is this matchup on the board here? Indiana State. Oh. I see Illinois State. Where is Indiana State? They're down here at the bottom. All right, I can't find them on the sheet. Let me go to the. Oh wait, that's Indiana. Now I gotta go to conference style to
697, 698.
I got them now. Here they were, right after 696, right after the Alabama game. So 4.5 over the Salukis. I don't know. I kind of like the Salukis here. Give me I want to take the Salukis. 4.5 line has not moved. Everybody's been Indiana State. I might have to add this play here. Penn's coming out. Southern Illinois. I kind of like them here. Miz, I don't think Lamar will be playing for Ravens anymore. Just give linebacker 100 million. Yeah, I said, much like the Garoppolo, like, why are you rushing back? Why is Lamar rushing back? All right, beginning of the year, this team looked really good with him there. And they do. He's there. He's an MVP winner. He's an MVP candidate. It's a Super Bowl team when he plays. He wants money. I don't know if Baltimore's going to give him money. Why is he going to come in here to face Cincy? And let's be honest. Cincy, this year they played some closer games. Last year, I think Cincy dropped 41 on them twice. You could come in here and easily get embarrassed by Cincinnati. This game could be, and when I mean embarrassed, it could be 31-12. It could be 24-3. There is, short of him coming in and them upsetting Cincy, there is why sit out, Lamar. You're injured and you're in a contract year and you have no agent. Sit out. No one's going to blame you. The fans might be annoyed at you. No. They don't care. Don't sit out, Lamar. Do it for yourself. Sit out. You're not winning. Baltimore's not winning. Sit out. Sit out. You're not going on the road and beating Cincy, Kansas City, and Buffalo, or some combination of those three. Speedy Morris with a Sal Rob brings up. Yes, I remember Speedy Morris. Joaquim's in the house. Good afternoon. Nathan saying Louisiana Tech plus the 10. Where's Louisiana Tech at? Against North Texas, me and Green. I kind of lean North Texas, believe it or not. I got that's a tough little team there. Although you want to take the Bulldogs, I don't. Again, did not make not even my maybe list. Big waves this year. Good morning. American, yes, over Army, sure. Richmond over, yeah, I think we'll see some points there with the Spiders. They got Davidson, right? I believe they play. Where's that game? I thought that's who they're playing today. There's Bradley. Come on, where is it? No. Let's go to the other. Yes, Davidson. 134. It's come down. I still like the over. Memphis money line here, huh? This one, I looked at this. I kind of like UCF a little. I dug into the numbers. I was looking. I couldn't really come up with a play. I lean UCF a little bit because it's a pick 'em. And again, I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of the coach. Not a big penny guy. Nathan, Missouri State -4. Right, that's Missouri State. I'm assuming. What's this at? At Illinois State. I did look at this game, and I kind of like Missouri State. I'm going through like the numbers, and I see like as a team, they hit like 50% of free throws. Terrible. They got one guy in the rotation who hits like better than 60%. That's concerning to me for a team that doesn't score points too, leaving points on the board. And free throws. Listen, we saw the Heat last night, 40 for 40. Butler hits 23 in a row, and the Magic go 14 to 20. I mean, you hit 17 to 20, you win the game. So when I see a team like this, and you're even though a small favorite, I do like them to win. I just can't back a team when you have one guy, well, maybe two guys scoring double digits, and they can't hit free throws. That's not where I'm looking to go. Pound it's in the house. I got a plus 280, $2,867 parlay. It's a lock. Yeah. Oh man, I just can't. Go. Let's go 5-1, people. Put in that 16 parlay. Go 5-1 straight up. What the world is a hokey? You do the hokey pokey. That's what it's all about. Tate. Rob's coming. Kentucky's young, and not what most people think Big Blue is. Okay, you get a bunch of top recruits, guys who are all the king of their high school. Now you got to come in and learn to play with other guys and pass and do this and that. Right? I mean, even Duke with their one and done guys, they're not bringing in 8 of them. They'll bring in 1, maybe 2. You can't bring in 6 kids every year and expect them to learn to play basketball. It's not happening. I mean, you have to let some of these kids grow. And I know it's like, oh, they're one and done. They're going pro. They'll get drafted. How many of these kids, right? College kids really good. Like he's a freshman, sophomore. Oh my God, this guy's awesome. Go look at these NBA careers. And okay, you could go play 5, 6, 7, 10 years in the NBA and average 9 points a game. And I could never average 9 points a game in the NBA. You're making money. How about if you stayed for 2 years or 3 years? Right? I mean, that's why we'll never see, your Leitners and your Duncans and just great players anymore because guys don't stay. They want to go, which I understand. God forbid something happens, you're not getting paid. But then you go, and if you're a great player, you get drafted to a team that's trash. And much like the NFL and college football, this guy's an awesome quarterback. Yeah, you go to a team that's got a new head coach and he has to win. He puts you in there and it's terrible. And for every LeBron that's a guy out of high school, how many duds are there? And I don't even follow NBA. I'm sure the dud to LeBron ratio is probably 15 to 1. Stay. Learn to shoot a 15-foot jumper and a free throw. Nathan, I didn't think Tim Morrow was here. He's here. He was hiding. He's back here. We're a little late getting to Tim thing. Took him a bit to pop in to do his NBA. That was my fault. I was chatting away. T-Money. I like the Suns. Remember I said they were due, but now tonight they're probably the winner gets smoked off team. That's the thing. Last night, no one gave him a shot. Down starters. It's Golden State, right? It's the Warriors. Warriors. You put in a great effort, a big win. Now you're going to play. I know T-Money doesn't agree. The best team in the West, the Denver Nuggets. Denver first half. I mean, this game could be 55-24 at the half. It could be 55-24 after the first quarter. Who knows what the Suns are going to have in the tank after last night's game. Miz, that's why you never bet early NBA. NBA, I said this to Ross today. We're talking about it. I'm like, the Miami game goes from an 8 to a pick 'em. Guys aren't playing. Oh, my goodness. And that's, again, I have 17 NBA bets on the year, and I have 500 college basketball bets. Yeah, a guy might be out for NBA or college hoops. I might find out late, but you know what? Sometimes it affects it. Sometimes it doesn't. NBA, I can't do that on my show. I can't. It's like coming in here like, well, tonight we're going to take I'm going to say what's a big ice fave here today. I'm a couple $2 faves. It's just, you can't do that. You can't just come in and it's terrible. T-Money. Yeah, LSU crumbled up most of the game. UNC Big Boy fell 3 minutes. Yeah, he was out. Minute into the game, guy goes out. Leading score. I didn't see it happens. But the LSU, I hate saying I told you so when it's like just one win. I mean, where's my guy Ray Reddington? Me and Ray went at it for like a year here on hockey, and then I started getting ahead of him. He disappeared. Tim, you see Ray in any of the chats? You see him pop around?
Nope.
Hope he's all right. Some people got lives. You can't come into the Midday Money show. A lot of people when I did, and we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary of Midday Money. Maybe I'll send a llama out to somebody. Not the original llama. Maybe a backup llama. Or maybe, I don't know if I should send out Cash Cow. For 2-year anniversary, maybe we'll send out a llama photo. And I was going back, like those original shows, they weren't even called Midday Money. It was just, I'd come in and talk. It was conference tournament time in the end of February and March. And maybe because it was still COVID, like double, a lot more views, a lot more people. I guess people have jobs. Everybody's back. My guy Stimmy G was an originator. Gloria, Chanel, Terica. I remember all the names. The Walrus had a lot. There's still some people here. Like Nate's been around for a long time. Sean Miller, Suns cover tonight. Sean, who spells his name wrong. All right, Sean Miller. Sean Miller. Suns cover. And I'm just writing that one down because I got Denver, and we're both named Sean. Yeah, Backett got hurt. He averages 17-something a game. You lose that guy a minute in, it changes the whole dynamic of the game. They're going to be competitive for a while, but eventually the depth's going to come into play. Wesley says Jokic triple-double incoming, and we mentioned that. And I said as soon as he said that, I'm like, I don't think so. He's going to play 3 quarters because the game's going to be 100 to 73 in the third quarter.
Yeah, I said like 60 to 33 at halftime. It's going to be ugly. I wouldn't play, if anything, I would play under props on all Denver and Phoenix players. All the starters.
Under for the game, probably, too. What's the total on the game?
226 and a half. I took the under in that game. It's a 115, 105, and you'll end up getting the highest scoring player on the Nuggets will be Kankar. So come back to it.
Yeah, pounded. I had NC +5. Winning all game, lost by 7. I want my refund, right? Yeah, where's the bad beat refund when our leading scorer goes out minute into the game? If it was Anthony Davis, people would be up in arms. You bet you lost. Bad bet refunds, people. Bad bet refunds. Sean Miller is like in the Pacers tonight. Yeah, we're a pro placer, a pro pacer program. Listen, you can't stop Detlef Shrimp, Smits, Mark Jackson, Reggie Miller. The team is stacked. Antoine and Dale Davis inside. Who's stopping that rebounding combination down below? Can't do it. And Bird's a tremendous head coach. Rob Tomahawk, I prefer a good beat. Seriously, right? I mean, I don't even want a good beat. I don't know my good beats because, as I say, a win. I bet the game, it should win, whether it's by half or by 40. Right? Every game I bet should be a winner. It should be a blowout. I shouldn't be thinking about it. And I mentioned like 1 point, half point losses to college hoops because I bet a lot of college basketball. And, I'm sure they do bounce out, but when you see a bunch of those in a row, it gets frustrating. But yes, good beats are better than bad beats. Marcos, Mississippi State versus Georgia, 2.5 spread. Duquesne. Where's Georgia? This Georgia team's. I want to take a little home dog here. Line's gone up. But no. Again, I'm not telling you. You're ready to bet Mississippi State? Go for it. Duquesne and St. Joe's. I lean Duquesne here. Pitt, I already bet. T-Money. Virginia at home, tough to beat. NC isn't a good road team anyway. Not shocking, but also with Carolina, they're a team that started out, right, defending champs or whatever. We're number one preseason. You start out terrible. Most losses by a number one team to start the year to come into January, 11-5. They had won 6 or 7. Right? Maybe there's a little extra hype on them, but they're working in new things, get the kinks, that kind of stuff. But a 4.5 there, I don't know. It seemed a little high for me. I thought that game, normally I take a dog, I think, is outright winner. Right? That's the way I think. I take anything under, even a 10-point dog, I think I got a shot to win outright because in NFL or college football, you're really just a touchdown and a turnover away from winning that game. And in basketball, you take a 7-8 point dog. If you're close enough to cover, you're close enough to win. If you're getting in that back door and losing by 4, well, you're just a 3-pointer and a turnover away or a foul shots. You're close by. I thought this game would probably make a 2 or 3 point win for Virginia. Like I thought it'd be kind of close. It is what it is. We're back at it. It's a new day. Take the crust out of our eyes and move on. Randy Rose coming in. Indiana State, the Sycamores. Again, we had another Sycamore backer in here before. I don't know. I'm more of a Saluki guy. Western plus 10.5. Remember when Western was kind of good in college basketball? Who they got? UAB today? UAB is a tough program. It's open at 12 though. I guess that's why it's come down. You're getting 12. It's worth a shot. 10.5. I guess it's come down. I mean, I'd rather have the bigger number, but I'll say Hilltoppers, sure. Lowell, I do not like the Lowell. We're other side on the Lowell game. We got Vermont. That game's still a 2. So +1 now. It's totally flipped. Lowell was -2 last night. Towson against the Blue Hens, no opinion on. And Maine, huh? I looked at this Maine game. I'm not going to hate you on Maine. It started at 3. It's gone up a tick. And if I see a added game like this or an extra game, I don't even know what they're called now, and it moves a little bit, I think it's worth it. I mean, I know the books move a little faster on these kind of games if they get a bet from someone they respect or even just a sizable bet because they're like, oh boy, maybe we don't have this person's a little more in depth. It's a smaller conference, smaller school. Yep, he's had a few games. T-Money. So Carolina kid's gonna be out, but I don't like the next game. I don't mind playing a Carolina. I'm going to get a couple extra points, perhaps. I don't even know who's on the schedule. I shouldn't say that. Maybe they're home fave for all I know. But you've played a game without him. The rotation will switch. Guys know their role now. Like you throw a guy into that, it just kind of changes up the game plan a little bit. He's out. They played a game without him. You got practice without him. I'll look at, you know what? Who's
UNC's next game is on Saturday, so 3 days from now in Louisville.
Again, I don't know if I don't want to be laying 10 in Louisville because that's what it'll probably be, something like that.
It'll probably not be fun.
Yeah. Wesley says Atlanta in an upset. Well, the Falcons aren't even playing. They're out of the playoffs this weekend. Oh, you're talking about the Hawks. You're over the Bucks. 2.5. Listen, I can't talk for Tim. I would lean Atlanta here, right? How easy does this game look for Milwaukee? I don't know. Looks easy. I don't know. I'll say Atlanta. I did not bet it. No Limits in the house. Welcome. Happy New Year. Have I seen you since the New Year, No Limit? Good to see you, my friend. Yes, I have seen you. You have been here. The days kind of just all roll together. Marcos, I didn't take them minus 20. I just put them in a parlay and a money line. Oh, is that all? Yeah. Kentucky on a money line last night? God. When in doubt, Klay Thompson threes last night. Well, he couldn't get done. That's a loser. I can't do the props. I can't do it. Big ways. My 3-team big girl or banger today. Memphis, Tulane, and George Mason. So you like Memphis? Okay. I mean, I understand Memphis over Central Florida. Okay. They're two good teams. You like Memphis a little better. Tulane. Where's that Tulane game? I know I saw it somewhere. They got the SMU. That's fine. SMU's terrible. Terrible basketball team this year. And the Mason. The Mace. We're going to throw a little Mace in your face. Old school Anthony Mason. Nick basketball. Where's Mason at? George. I can't find George Mason right now. I got to go to the board. I got to pull it up in here. George Mason against the Saluki 727. 6.5 point doggies at St. Louis, huh? Now 7. It's gone up a bit. Interesting. I do think St. Louis is a good team. You're getting a touchdown. It's gone up. I mean, I got this number right at 6. It's worth it. I mean, let's go. I'm pulling for you, big waves. You know that. No Tua, no chance, says Wesley for Dolphin fans. Tua is officially out. He should be.
Officially ruled out. Yep.
I've been saying the guy should have been out after the second time he got crippled on the on the football field when he's up there all twisted up like a pretzel. But what do I know? I'm not a doctor. I just play one on Twitter. I'm a doctor. I give you any kind of COVID advice. I'm a lawyer. Whenever anybody gets arrested for something, come. What else is there? I'm an election engineer. You can talk about elections. I got you covered on that. What else is good on Twitter there? What else, Tim, can I talk about professionally since I have a Twitter account? I could be I'm a doctor, a brain specialist. I'm a heart surgeon. I'm a cardio specialist now after this Monday night game too. So Nathan, I was on Georgia first half, 7.5. Easy winner. Georgia was a no doubt route. We had to see that incoming. No limit. Last time I was on here, I dropped 4 props. Nico, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I remember now. Wesley coming in. Bills 12.5. The problem with the Bills is the defense is questionable. That's why I like Cincy to win this whole thing. But let's be honest. They should take care of business here over Miami with either Teddy or Scott, who's ever quarterbacking. Not gonna make a difference. I mean, Allen needs a big game. As much as we've been killing Dak for his interceptions, how about Allen's play in the red zone? Markel, No Limit wants to know what you got, fella. Dave, good afternoon. I like the Vikings -3, Cowboys 2, and the Bengals. Listen, Minnesota, we got in the chat. The whole world's going to fade Dallas off of their loss because they lost to Sam Howell. And the Bengals we just talked about with Lamar. Like, I mean, they're going to play who? A third-string quarterback here? If he's out, that line's 10. Bet Cincy right now. You should have had Cincy at 6.5 because you knew it was going to go to 7 like clockwork. He's officially out. This will be a 10-point game. We saw it on Sunday. It went to a what, 11? From a 7? From a 6.5? But yet, I get it, folks. No one's going to bet Cincinnati. I'm going to come in here and be like, oh, Cincinnati minus 6.5. What are you talking about? The line's 12. Yeah, well, we don't bet day to day. That's why we have a bankroll. We win. What are you doing laying double digits? Why do I have this up here? The Will Hill odds from... That's it. I had to bring up my Florida State. The Florida State odds. Rob, unders for the little bowls, over for the big bowls. Yeah, Thomas, you know it. Later, those teams are playing for a little more, right? I mean, they're going to have better practices, stuff like that. The smaller bowls, when these teams lose, I know Tim said the transfer portal is not that big. These smaller schools, you lose a bunch of guys. You lose a starter off your offensive line and you're in the MAC or the Sun Belt or somewhere else, you're going to feel that. You don't have a guy who started 55 games coming off the bench. You got some yoke coming in who's, hasn't played in a game. No, man, the transfer portal's terrible. Put that crap. Listen. You want to sit out? Just sit out. Do the transfer after the bowl games or something. They got to switch that up. No Limits running the same 4 props again. Randall rebounds to 14. I thought Randall was going to be a good basketball player. I mean, like superstar type player when he came out of college. Nathan, never in doubt that Georgia. Yep. No Limits waiting on the props to open on FanDuel. Well, hopefully you get good numbers. And they're just not copying from somebody else and you get bad ones. Lock it in with the King in the house. Follow King D on Twitter universe. King, we got a baby in the house or what? You come in and say hello. Do we got a baby in the house here? Dave also says San Diego Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. I still call them the Chargers, so I'm not making funny here. I get it. Yeah, I like the Chargers. They're in the chat. T-Money coming in. Rice money line, over rebounds for Halliburton, and the Pacers at almost even money. So the Owls of Rice against mid-10 here, the money line play, huh? Okay, I could do a little Rice Owls. Sure. And the rebounds for Halliburton. We like the Pistons to win, so hopefully the guy's a monster game. How about a double-double? Can we get that for us? That'd be wonderful. We all cash. No Limit says if Young and Murray are playing, fading the Bucks is worth a shot at plus 122. That's an odd line, right? No Limit. Markel, Knicks is a no bet for the rest of my life, he says. Knicks money line to beat the Pacers and Bulls to beat the Wizards. We like the Pacers. We like the Pacers. We like the Pacers. Bulls, Wizards for me. We got a Bradley Beal sighting in Washington. I don't know. I'll roll with the Bulls with you. I kind of like the Bulls more than Washington, I guess. Yes, Dave. Buffalo big. I think they should win big. If they don't win big, and I said this before about them, like not that they play down to teams, but I think the regular season, a la your Kansas City Chiefs, where they're not covering a lot of games, they're kind of like, whatever. We do what we do to win the game. Let's get to the playoffs. Well, it's playoff times. You got a backup quarterback going for the other team. A division rival who beat you once, nearly beat you a second time. Can you come in here and have a statement game so people think you're back and you're ready to make a run for the Super Bowl like I thought you were all year long from day one when we took you to crush the Rams? Desmond, hey, fellas. My mistake, Tampa, Columbus. I'm usually off on Sundays, but I work got mixed up thinking Tuesday was Monday. That's all right. We got you. We understand. It happens. It happens. But listen, Desmond, you can't come in here and say, let's take Tampa minus 480 and not think I'm going to laugh at you. Come on. Tampa Bay minus 450. Miz had San Antonio, Memphis over 238 2 days ago, 133 first half, went under to 234. Ouch! Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. That's a rough one. What do I think about Rutgers? I do like Rutgers today. I like Rutgers. Let's go. One last one, $1. You bet Tampa? You bet 450 to win 100 on Tampa last night? Marcos, Virginia Tech versus DeCute, 3-point spread. I kind of like Virginia Tech. Indy, Penn State. I do like Penn State here. I think people will bet Indy and take the Hoosiers there. Richmond, Davidson. I kind of like Richmond, maybe lean to the over. David in the house. How are you? I like Denver, 13. Huge number, yes. But back-to-back for the Suns. Finally a win. And you still got a bunch of backups. Listen, Denver first half by 20. And hopefully they hang on. That's what that's going to come down to. They'll have a big lead. Are they going to be up 20 plus the whole game so you don't get backdoored? T-Money, Halliburton over 3.5 rebounds. It's minus 122. Rockets are a live dog against Kings tonight. Rockets in Sacramento, 9.5-point dog. I'll definitely look at a 9.5, but I don't know if they're live. I mean, I know Sacramento's not super, but they could be a playoff team this year. Somebody said Vukovic triple-double is insane. Come on. No Limits got him. Michael's in the house. Good morning. Good afternoon. Well, it's morning for you out on the west. And we got to wrap this up. We're almost running out of time. We are out of time since it's noon, but I feel bad running into Morning Wood. And I won my Florida Gators pick in her Woody contest, so I got to come back again today. I fought a guy on Twitter, and he posted he was 9-1 last 10. Some screenshot showing he was only 4-6. He lost over 20,000 followers. Thank you. My point is, how's he got 20,000? How did he lose over 20,000 followers? How did he get that many in the first place? Like, that's what I'm talking. Like, I got a couple thousand followers. I'm about what I had back when I had the old Sean Higgs back in 2009. How do you come up with those followers? Like, how do you get them? Are you buying followers? Tate, is the guy buying them? Not you. I'm just saying. Penn State, yes. No Limit agrees with me. TCU, Texas. I like Texas, Michael. Texas. Keenan Allen, anytime TD, yes. Vegas top dog himself, Tony Canhouse, fan cave for the Super Bowl. I got to look into that. I mean, the Super Bowl's a month away. I got to see. I mean, I'm sure they're sold out. I didn't look. Michael Button, I want to bet Bama, but Arkansas has owned them. They have owned them. Yes. Listen, you want to take Arkansas, I totally understand. I just think Bama is a good team. And the way they're playing, tough to go against them. Mike Williams is hurt. Yes, he is. Bama on the spread. What spread? It's a pick 'em. It's what? -1 or +1? You're taking them on the spread, Desmond? Come on. Chargers, Jacksonville's a joke. Tied and prepared. I agree. I don't think they're a joke. I just think Chargers are the play here. I got him in the chat. We got him in the chat as the Chargers. Georgia Tech covered yesterday, but not Ball State. Yeah, we like Georgia Tech there. We like Georgia Tech. And the Ball State game, everybody, the whole room was on, Carm. So that's why we said to take Ohio. Tate's great. Look at defensive touchdowns for Tampa. Dak throwing pick sixes like candy at a parade. Also, Bills with rookie starting for Miami. I don't know if the Bills get a pick. Defensive touchdown for Tampa, definitely in play the way Dak's been playing. Why wouldn't you take it? But is it plus money? It might be minus money the way Dak's playing. Michael, Cincy, I love Cincinnati. 5.5, 5.5 and a 5.6. Bengals doing the AFC 450 and 750 Super Bowl. I agree. I told my daughter, she's like, who do you like to win the Super Bowl? I was like, Cincy, maybe the Niners. She's like, no. And she had a look on her face. I'm like, what? She's like, I said one team. I said Cincinnati then. Cincinnati to win it all. Scott Allen, Richmond plus Davidson. I do like the Spiders. Yes. Wesley, they're not going to beat the Bengals. Lamar stay home, and his mom is his agent, by the way. Oh, exactly. So he has no agent. It's his family running it. Stay home. Don't get hurt. You play, you're still losing. Hi, I don't want to lose by 17. I want to lose by 9. I mean, what's the difference? They're not winning. And if somehow you got past these guys, you got to go past the Bills or Kansas City or the Chargers or wherever. No. Take the rest of the year off. Michael, I normally don't like laying double digits, but I might have to with Denver after the Suns back up trash the W's. Yes, Warriors. Yeesh. Team, I just realized everyone here loves Alabama. Arkansas 17 in a row. I want to fire on it. I won't forgive myself if I don't, but Bama is a very good team, top 10. Yeah, Bama's a top 5 team, but Arkansas is a top 10 team to me. I like Bama. Vince, I like Penn State, Mr. Johnson. Vinny Johnson, are you the microwave from the Detroit Pistons? You got any inside info, Vinny Johnson? Francisco's in the house. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Lane, what do you say there? Thoughts on Holy Cross and Lehigh? Here's one, huh? Holy Cross, Lehigh. Was it 5? This is right along the number. So for me, it's a coin flip. Whoever you like. I got no opinion on this game. Stephen Porter, I have to take UConn. They should win by 7 or 8. They are 8-2 in the last 10. Had a couple losses, but should be back on track. UConn has not won a true road game. I said this on Ross Benjamin's show. I saw this on Twitter somewhere. I read it. They've not won a road game. Now, I'm not talking neutral court game or a game played in the same kind of state with the big arena. They've not won a true road game in January 16th will be exactly 9 years. They won at Memphis. And Marquette at home, dude, I've seen these guys blast Baylor by 20. They're good at home. And Shaka as a dog? No, Marquette. Free Minds in the house. Welcome. Lane, also love the UCLA future. They just got the kid steal from Ball State, and I think that's a great pickup. I don't know. talking college football for next year. You're taking a Pac-12 team to win. The Carms come in. UConn, yes. Duquesne, little Duquesne there against St. Joe's. I'll lean a little Duquesne with you there. NCAA and TA already bet, yes. T-Money, I'm not speaking on Denver anymore. They'll do what they always do in the playoffs. Yes, Denver should win by 70. People in the West Conference, they're the Western 76ers. They're better than the Sixers. The Carms coming in. Houston to cover and the over. 23. South Florida's a bad team. Panda will tell you that. Check your text. Here we go. Mike's texting me. Yes, I know Mike Daddy, everybody.
You're so famous.
Yes. Rolls into bet win repeat shirt he's got on. Ohio winner. Nothing but locks. Yes. Right? Everybody was on Ball State yesterday. I hit the like button like an adult. Oh boy, Detroit Lenny. Am I supposed to do? No, I don't. I'm not doing power hour today. I was like, man, Detroit Lenny's coming in. It means I'm late for a show or he needs picks. UConn is a lock 2.5. Oh boy.
All right, Marquette money line. It is. Got it.
Lock UConn 2.5. T-Money. I'm the same way with 10 points. Lock it happen. Exactly. Free mind. Grizzles for the trifecta. I don't know.
They're against the Spurs. Go ahead. Have fun.
Yeah. Rob's coming in. Chattanooga over 141. This has come down. It's 142.5, Rob. And again, I don't have enough info to. I mean, I look at that. The person who bets that game is somebody who knows something. So I'd say under. Tate's a great. UAB is going to be missing Jelly Walker tonight. Okay. Probably why the line moved. No Jelly Walker. That's why it's down to 10. Good point. Good to know. T-Money won't matter. They play Louisville. Yeah. I mean, Louisville's. Yeesh. Yep. Tim got it. Low rim basketball. Trey Lenny. Hamlin's. Yeah, he got flown home the other day. Everyone was planning his funeral. Yeah, they were. Let's cancel football.
He got released from the Buffalo hospital.
But he
got transferred from Cincinnati to Buffalo.
Oh, and then he's home now?
Now he's home. Oh. There you go. And he'll be back next week. Let's get it.
He's playing in the playoffs. If they make the Super Bowl, he'll be on the roster. T-Money, Dolphins have a lot of weapons. Sedwater always wins game when they have no chance. I do like Teddy. He is Teddy covers, baby. He covers games, yes. But I don't know if they're covering in Buffalo. So I had Buffalo last week, just kind of an emotional spot. I'll say the same in this spot too. Like, would you be shocked if they put this guy out here in a wheelchair, comes out for the coin toss? Dropped on Twitter. Excellent, King D. I got to check it out. Congratulations. Why would anybody bet? Detroit Lenny, why are you coming in here starting trouble? Why wouldn't you bet the Pistons? They're awesome. Yes, another show, Rob. Rob's been telling buddies work. San Fran Super Bowl versus Cincy. Yes. I mean, San Fran, the defense is why San Fran is a difference over Philly and Dallas. Right? The defense is there. The offense is getting better each week. I mean, listen, Philly's no slouch. When it comes down to it, I'm going to take Cincy because I've seen Shanahan piss away Super Bowls before. Again, with the bird flying into the window out here all the time. They come over and do they see me? Desmond, Nuggets win, Warriors lose. Nuggets roll tonight. Detroit Lenny, 100%. Both will play. He will play in the Super Bowl. Yes, Hamlin will play in the Super Bowl. The Tribe today, William and Mary against Hampton. I like Hampton. James S. is like, stop it. Detroit Lenny's. Who's running Detroit Lenny's account? Is he drunk today? What are you doing, Lenny? No.
No. He's right. The Pistons do suck. They cover for us, but they do suck.
All right, we got to get out of here. That's it. Show's over. Vermont, Alabama, Pitt, Creighton, Marquette. Chargers, Vikings in NFL.